Teacher of the Year recognition program. I'm Judy Bowles, and I have the privilege of serving as the Executive Director of the Education Foundation of Alachua County. Here's another year, and it's 25 years, and this is one of my favorite events of the year because it's just like a pep rally, and of course, I was a cheerleader in high school, in case y'all didn't know, so this is kind of like a good old-fashioned pep rally for me. I want to thank our outstanding committee and its leadership. Because of them, this event continues to grow and thrive, and it's been, again, my favorite event of the year because I get to celebrate all the amazing teachers in Alachua County Public Schools. So sit back, clap, cheer, stomp your feet, and celebrate with us. Have fun as we recognize the teachers who represent our schools. At this time, I'd like to introduce our interim superintendent, Ms. Sandy Hollinger, who will make the introductions.
Good evening and welcome. I'd like to start by introducing our school board members. On the stage is Rob Hyatt, our chairman. In front we have Dr. McNeely. Mrs. Roy. Dr. Wilson. And Mrs. Griffin. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you this evening to a very special event where we honor and recognize our Teacher of the Year representatives from our schools. You, every day, demonstrate the very best qualities in our profession. You are tireless and caring advocates for all of our children. You bring the knowledge and the expertise that allows our students to flourish and to thrive and to grow into responsible citizens. Just recently, we concluded 3 community forums for the search for the new superintendent, and we asked the question first of the community members.
The 25th annual Robert W. Hughes Teacher.
That's great. Reminds me of teaching 5th grade. We concluded we had 3 community forums, and one of the questions we asked, actually the first question we asked is, what do you see as the strength in Alachua County? And hands went up, and over again, these 2 words were very sincerely and genuinely repeated. We have great teachers. So I want you to know that. As I said, I taught 5th grade, so I know that there are days when it's extraordinarily challenging. And I know that there are days when you wonder, am I making a difference? Am I making any impact at all? Well, tonight you should not wonder. Tonight we're here to say adamantly, you do make a difference. You do make a huge impact on our children. And we as a community sincerely thank you and appreciate your value and your efforts on the part of all of our students. A very, very sincere thank you. I'm going to clap for yourself. And now I'd like to introduce some of the people that have been tireless supporters of this event and are on the stage with Judy and I. So first I'm going to start, we're going to let them stand up and please recognize them. Mark Stahl. The Credit Union, Maureen Tartaglione of Cox Melanie Shore of Ameris Bank, Karen McCann, President of the Alachua County Education, and a very special guest who 25 years ago, as Alachua County Superintendent, started this program, Robert W. Hughes. Welcome. To put on this event, of course, it takes many, many people, but there are some very special people that work with the Alachua County School District and with the Education Foundation. And I don't know if they are here in the audience, but I want to recognize the steering committee. So it's Rachel Debagar. Many of you know Liz Stark and Kelly Costumo, who are my volunteer officers. Chris Floor from the Florida Credit Union. And Lorette Dietrich from Spark Sky Insurance. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our board chairman, Rob Hyatt. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Hollinger. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 22 years ago, while working at Winter Haven High School, our principal, Mike Tucker, told the assembled faculty, "My main job is to make your job as a classroom teacher easier." Here in Alachua County, our mission states, we are committed to the success of every student. One way to ensure that success is to make the teacher's job easier. In other words, to let teachers teach. The act of teaching is comprised of both art and science. Assessment focused solely on the quantitative while ignoring the qualitative is at best questionable. It's more than just numbers. Our state must recognize the vital role each teacher plays in the growth and development of the whole child. Tonight, we celebrate this great profession by honoring those who are truly representative of the hundreds of outstanding teachers serving the children and families of Alachua County. For these honorees and the colleagues who selected them, it is impossible to know the full extent of their positive influence on both individuals and society. As we join together to say, "Job well done," each teacher is still thinking about tomorrow's lessons and how to make it real for their students. That's just what they do. Please accept an enthusiastic thank you and congratulations from your Alachua County School Board. We are proud of your efforts and accomplishments. Enjoy tonight as you take in the love and respect from your fellow teachers, your students, and the entire community. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Hyde. And now, before I introduce Karen, I'd like to acknowledge one person who has been with us every step of the way that's going to leave us and retire. Joe Lawry, back here in the back, that's got the camera, is going to retire and go off we wish you well and thank him personally for all that he's done for us. He's served on many of our foundation committees and in addition to his job. So we appreciate all you've done for us, Joe. Thank you. Annie is a 4th grader at Chiles Elementary. She is a dynamic, positive influence in the classroom. She has a charismatic personality and is caring and respectful to others. She is one of the most reliable young ladies in Ms. Surrency's classroom. So let's welcome Annie to the podium.
Good evening. I'm so excited to have the privilege of introducing the toughest teacher I've ever met. She has been teaching for over 30 years and definitely knows her business. In her favorite subject, reading and writing, she recently pounded into our heads, taught the idea of character traits. I thought it would be appropriate to collect a few character traits from my fellow students to describe this amazing teacher. They came up with tough, enthusiastic, engaging, funny, interesting, tough, responsible, brave, inspiring, patient. Did I say tough? There are many things that set Miss Surrency apart from the rest. How she goes the extra mile to make our class challenging and our projects interesting. How she helps us after school when we are struggling. How she never gives up on us. And how hard she works. This year, her New Year's resolution was to leave by 3 o'clock. Instead of her normal 5 o'clock. I call that dedication, folks. I say she's tough because I'm not the best student in the class. A lot of things are hard for me, but Miss Surrency still has high hopes for me, and I'm getting stronger every day. I don't know how she does it, but she makes things easier. She makes books easier to read. She makes writing our ideas and thoughts easier to put on paper. She makes me want to do a better job and be a better student. She has this mysterious power. If she says you're smart, then you are. If she says you have good ideas, then you do. If she says you can do something, then you can. She makes us feel special and important. My mom tells me while I can't remember to pick up my dirty clothes, even though they're right in front of me, I will always remember my elementary school teachers. Every single one. She says teachers are part of the stories of our lives. I know she's right. Please welcome the attention grabber of my 4th grade chapter and an unforgettable teacher, Miss Susan Surrency. What they see in the story.
What's the most popular point of view, Christopher?
Thanks. An excellent introduction.
It's tough to follow.
First of all, I'd like to thank my family who was able to come and join. And truly, my Chiles family who has shown up in full force. I am so honored and humbled to work with such dedicated teachers who every single day it's a joy to come to work and be a part of that faculty. They tirelessly advocate on behalf of all the students. When I was informed that I would have to prepare a speech for this evening, I was conflicted as to what exactly I wanted to say besides thank you. Most people who know me know that I have some very strong opinions about education. And when you have as much years behind you, you feel that you have that opportunity to voice those at any time that you want to. However, as I began reflecting on my career, which has been a wonderfully long career, it became apparent that I would rather share with you my joys and my challenges. While I was still in college, a professor shared a quote written by Michelangelo. It reads, "The greater danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we reach it." That simple sentence became the cornerstone of my beliefs in the classroom. I believe it is the goal of each teacher to set high expectations for students in order to prepare them for the challenges that definitely lie ahead. It's essential that our students be taught to be responsible, independent, lifelong learners. If they believe they have the ability to reach their potential, then we have been successful in developing confident people. In my classes, besides being tough, I hope to inspire a sense of curiosity and thoughtfulness that will further challenge them to find their own voice and have the courage to set higher goals for themselves and share their knowledge with others. I've been fortunate in my career to have experienced not only teaching elementary school students, but also middle and high school. It became apparent to me that I was most passionate about teaching reading and writing. Reading broadens students' views of the world, connects them to their reality, and gives them the opportunity to stop and reflect on their own lives. While basal readers provide a glimpse into our world, teaching with novels, prose, newspapers, current events, magazines, blogs, beckons the readers to be more involved and engaged. When we measure reading growth, we should be measuring their love of reading and ask ourselves, how do we as teachers foster that love? Writing gives students an opportunity to become more aware of thoughtful reflection and teaches them to shape their opinions and beliefs. When they commit words to paper, it helps to find their own voice. I believe that children need to know their voice and realize that there's power behind that voice. As educators, we must remember that there is power in our voices. We must lend our voices in support of this profession. In all my years of teaching, I can honestly tell you that I have been through every education reform that has come, that has gone, and that has come right back again. I'm still here because I believe that each teacher should determine their classroom needs and instruction because we know our students the best. When presented with the next big idea in education, I feel that I've always listened respectfully, smiled, shook my head politely, and then quietly closed my classroom door and got down to the business of teaching my students. At the close of every year, I choose to remember the success stories and know that a small part of me did make a difference, whether it be big or small, in the lives of my students. We also must lend the power of our voices as we support each other. I've had the pleasure of mentoring countless interns and beginning teachers over the years. My advice to them has always been that every day does not have to be a song and dance or a magic show. Sometimes we just have to get down to work and teach the skills. While we can't deny what faces us as teachers in the classroom today, we need to embrace and respect our own professionalism and trust our own abilities to get the job done. I can promise you, I have accomplished nothing on my own. There are countless teachers who have guided me, inspired me, embraced me, and helped me to appreciate the importance of this profession. Tonight, you most likely are sitting alongside friends, co-workers, and others in your school community who advise you, listen to your rants and frustrations, laugh with you, which is so important in our profession, cry with you, but most importantly, stand beside you and support you in our everyday trials and pleasures and joys of teaching our students. Thank you.
Surrency. That was wonderful. Haven't all of our finalists have been outstanding? Let's give them another. Well, Mr. Hughes, now's the time for the suspense of who's going to be. It is very special for me to get to introduce Bob Hughes to the podium because he'll tell you the first time I ever met him, he was being interviewed for superintendent. He wanted the job, but he said he was coming here anyway. He had a daughter that was going to Florida that was playing volleyball, and that Gainesville would be their next home. But you can tell he had a passion for the students and teachers. He called me in his office and he said, you know, we need to do something about recognizing our teachers. And so we put a committee together, and we didn't know exactly what to expect, how the teachers would enjoy this, whether we could get the business donate, but it has been an outstanding success for our business community to support you and to recognize you and to acknowledge you. So I think it's turned out pretty well 25 years later. And so he has really been an inspiration to all of us, so we recognize this award in his name. This is the Bob Hughes Teacher, Alachua County Teacher of the Year. So this time I'd like to introduce my friend.
Good evening to everyone. Congratulations to all the teachers being recognized tonight. I know when you look at your program and this event, such a positive event is so important for our teachers and our entire school system, and the school board members support it strongly, and Superintendent Hollinger, that you know this doesn't happen just somebody throwing it together. So I would like for you to give a really nice hand to Judy Bowles and the foundation. I'm going to tell you a couple of things that happened 25 years ago. Jackie Johnson, Emily Shore, Judy Bowles were on the committee when we started working, and some other folks. And Carl Walls at that time was with the old Gainesville State Bank. And I had this idea that teachers would like to have cash. So, pretty good idea. So, we got $100 bills to give the teachers. And it was over there at that old hotel over there on the 13th. It's changed names 5 times. I don't know what it is now. But I put all those $100 bills in the trunk of my car and drove them down to the hotel. And the next morning I woke up thinking, I don't think that's very smart. Somebody hit me in the rear and they had a wreck. Something happened. They said, that guy's selling drugs. What's he doing all that cash in the back of his car? So we gave that idea up. But I guess the first year we might have had as enough people there in attendance as this one section right here. And it's really heartwarming and a pleasure for me to see, and I'm very proud of the growth and support the school system gives to the Teacher of the Year, because I think it's the most important event. I traveled 700 miles to be here tonight. I will tell you though, it's 28 degrees in the mountains of North Carolina. It's a pleasure to get some of the sunshine in beautiful Alachua County. Had a great experience here. I have my name on the building at the Florida High School Athletic Association. It's quite an honor. It's housed in the Marlowe huge building, and that's an honor. But the highest honor I've received is having my name on this program. I appreciate the school board members for inviting me back, and the superintendent. There was a time after I left the superintendency, I was in exile. I wasn't invited back for a while. Since I've been invited back, I come here every year, and I'm proud to be here, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And I appreciate this community and passing the tax again in support of education. And a real backbone to that is the relationship that parents have with teachers and schools and their students. And they understand the importance of teachers, and they wouldn't be voting for that. They wouldn't be supporting this community. So you're really blessed here. And this area to have the community support you have and the business behind you, and these wonderful people up here on the stage tonight. And at this time, it's my pleasure, privilege, and honor to announce the 2017 Teacher of the Year for Alachua County, and it is Lauren Marlowe.
Bill here also, that's going to give her, or measure her for a Gold Teacher of the Year ring. So Bill, come on up here with us.
Come on.
You don't have to do it right now.
I didn't prepare anything, but I think in truth, the people I have to thank are my children, because they're the ones who put up with me grading all the essays late at night and missing out on all the Saturday playtime so that I can grade my papers and do my plans, because there's just not time during the school day. So, Emma Jane and Logan, I know you have the pain of growing up with 2 English teachers, and your grammar is probably always going to be corrected. But thank you guys for understanding all the times that I have to stay inside and do work instead of running around outside with you, which is where I would very much like to be. So thank you, pumpkins. I love you very much.
Well, we had another great evening honoring all of our teachers of Alachua County, and we